On the shores of Lake Erie here in the city of rock and roll. Our coverage of the NFL brings us to Huntington Bank Field. Straight ahead is what should be a very entertaining matchup between the Carolina Panthers and the Cleveland Browns. We've got ourselves a fight in this one to get back above 500. Week 3 is underway. Clever A-Chan to return it. And a decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30.
The Panthers take over first and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
All right, let's get this one on the road, Brock. It is first and 10. On play action, here's Young. And this one too far in front of him. It's incomplete.
Okay, this quarterback gets out of the pocket genuinely a coin toss, whether he's going to keep it with his legs or put in the air. Sigh of relief there defensively as that ball falls incomplete.
They kick the running back in motion. On second down, Young gets this one to Waller. He's going to be out of bounds there. Defenders make this stop after a gain of about 17. And that will earn the Panthers a new set of downs. Now hold on, everyone. There's a Browns player shaken up after that play, and he's in need of some attention. On the ground, Chuba Hubbard gets it. And his effort results in maybe 2 yards, but nothing more.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Here's Young, second down. And that one's going to be incomplete. Third down coming up.
That play right there, Kate, that just goes to show you, you can't take any completion for granted. Even some of the shortest passes in the gameplay.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have third down here. Back to throw. Here's Young. Waller with the catch. And they make the tackle at the 38. He picks up 15 on the play. And that's good for a Panthers first.
Tight ends will eat up every one of those opportunities to show and prove they could be chain movers as well. Even as they get more and more recognition in this league, they're still constantly working to prove that they're playmakers too.
First and 10, it's Hubbard. He's got a gain of 6 there. It was Denzel Ward who brought that play to an end.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
Throwing here on second down, Young bails out of the pocket quick. Taking a shot towards the end zone. Toward the pylon, and he is in! Touchdown, Panthers! This is Ryan Fitzgerald on to try the extra point. Accuracy perfect there as it's center cut. And that's good for a 7-0 lead.
Browns nothing.
Now Fitzgerald on to handle the kickoff. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. And this drive will start inside the 25.
First and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Cleveland about ready to go. Here's first and 10.
Here we go. Press go, lady.
Now the first carry for Quinshawn Judkins. Well, maybe the rest of the game is going to be headed in the proper direction, Brock, but their first play winds up going backwards. Well, the extra blocking sure didn't spring that run the way they hoped it would, Brock.
In the old West Coast system, you call 12 personnel, 2 tight ends, Tiger. Tiger package comes on the field. That was a whole lot more like a kitty cat effort there.
Green looking to pass on second. Smith snags it over the middle. And they're going to bring him down just beyond the 30 at the 31. I'm not going to call this a must-score drive here in this first quarter, Brock, but when your opponents start the game with 6, it feels like you need some sort of answer.
You need a response, right? You need a response. You don't need all these home runs or big highlights. You just need to keep matriculating that ball down the field.
Third down run from Judkins. And ooh, this one does not have a chance. They were ready for that one, and the effort brings up fourth down.
You know, I'm not sure what else could have been done there, Kate. Just the right call defensively to come up with a third and short stop.
Down a score and taking a big risk on their own side here. They're lining up to try for this. Here's Green. This one's caught. Smith has it. And this winds up all the way down into the red zone. They convert on fourth down.
I have loved this opening script. Aggressive, taking your shots. You know, the numbers tell you get an explosive play on a drive in the NFL today, you're typically going to score. With that shot down the field, well, they're knocking on the door in the red zone.
And this is going to be incomplete. They were on him right off the snap, and that hit altered the throw. That brings up second down. Ooh, boy, that play action nearly backfired right there, Brock. Took a little bit too much time to set it up and some quick thinking at the end there to get that throw away as the hit arrived.
Yeah, you know, that's really well said because, you know, you could feel sometimes as a quarterback on drop back, you know the timing.
Yeah.
Play action, sometimes it gets a little hairy. That was pretty savvy of him to find an incompletion.
Defense hasn't really found its backbone yet, but maybe just a little sliver of light between the clouds here as they bring up third down.
Yeah, you're not going to likely keep points off the board, but if you can come through with one more stop and limit it to a field goal, yeah, that's at least something to build from.
Complete beyond the marker. He's going to be short of that goal line, Brock, but not of the marker. They've got a first and goal.
And the Browns, first down. First and goal at the 1-yard line.
Hey, check that. Go.
Judkins is in. Touchdown, Cleveland. And this is Schmidt for the extra point. Send right down the middle and good. And they answer in kind. We're tied 7-all. Now after tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. On the return, here comes Achane. They'll have decent field position to begin with here. Brock, he's tackled just beyond that 30-yard line.
The Panthers take over first and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
New set of downs for him from the 31. Off the play fake, it's Young. This is complete to Waller. Getting close, and a hit will force him to that sideline, but not before he picked up 24. And that is going to give the Panthers a first down. No doubt they'll take a repeat of how this game began, Brock, and that play has them on their way towards it.
Scripting for success. They'll keep pressing the advantage, too, until some resistance has got to finally appear.
Brought in right side by McMillan. He's going to be forced down there after a gain of about 14, and that gives Carolina the first.
You just love that kind of execution because it's able to make an impact, Kate, beyond simply getting the first down. That yardage, it really sets them up now to be aggressive with a new set of downs.
Here's a give to Hubbard. This time they've got him. He can't break another tackle. He will go down behind the line. The presence of those tight ends works both ways, Brock. You know this. Gives them more blockers up front, but it also clues the defense in to be ready for that run.
Yeah, you could put 7 blockers up there, even put 8, I don't know, 9. All the blockers in the world, but if they don't work in concert together to create a lane, it doesn't matter.
To the house. Touchdown, Carolina. This is Fitzgerald trying to tack on the extra point. He's good on the attempt here. And our score 14-7 now here in the first.
Round 7. Ryan Fitzgerald.
Now Fitzgerald on to handle the kickoff. This return starts at the 5. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down.
The Browns take over first and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Browns look just about ready, Brock. Here comes 1st and 10.
Let's go now.
They're going play action. Green. Into a crowd and intercepted. Trayvon Merrick has it.
Intercepted by the Panthers. They'll take over 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
So 1st down from the 41. Now it's Young. And down he goes. They drop him right along that midfield strip. Carson Schlesinger. And the drive begins with a rough first step there. That's going to bring up 2nd down.
It's 2nd down.
Young to throw it. He's not going to get a throwaway. The rush gets to him in time. And back-to-back takedowns behind the line of scrimmage. Set him up now with 3rd down.
First sack, wobbled the cart. This one, I think, sent it off the rails entirely. Taking the L on each of the first 2 plays leaves this offense looking at a very unlikely 3rd down pickup.
And this drive's going absolutely nowhere as they drop him for a 3rd time. Jared Verse. A 3rd consecutive sack. The defense totally dominating this drive, Brock. That brings up 4th down. And he's brought down before the return gets far.
1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Cleveland about ready to go. Here's 1st and 10.
Here we go. Time to line.
Drive starts with Judkins. And they sent it straight ahead, but the front stops him after a gain of 3.
The ball carrier.
Showing some patience in their ground game early here, Brock. Continuing to feed their guy despite the lack of results so far.
I know this will sound kind of silly, but you've got to run the ball to run the ball. And what I mean by that, there's no way to get this run game going unless you continue to give him the rock to try to warm it up.
They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs. From the 40-yard line now, this is 1st and 10.
First down.
On the pistol, here's Judkins. And he's brought down after a tremendous effort just to get a couple of yards.
He's brought down at the
It's a gain of 3 for him. That brings up 2nd and 7.
Pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
Green looking to throw. Hauled in by Boston. And he's tackled after getting this to the opposing 46. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
12 yards. And the Browns, 1st down.
So while they're in the huddle, partner, we've arrived at the end of our 1st quarter. It's a 14-7 game. We'll return to Huntington Bank Field after this. We're ready now for the 2nd quarter. Browns in control of it. They're looking at yet another 1st and 10 on this drive.
Red Lion.
On the give, here's Judkins. Works the sideline inside the 35. Racing towards the corner, and he's across. Touchdown, Cleveland. Quinshawn Judkins brought one back earlier and now takes one across. Point after, tapped on by Schmidt. And we're back square, 14 apiece here.
14. Andre Schmidt.
So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. He fields it from the 8. And a decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30.
1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Carolina offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10. Play action now. Young. Catch is made by the rookie out of Tennessee. And he's finally down to put a stop to this one, but a notable chunk of yardage broken off with that gain.
1st down, Panthers.
Here's Young on 1st. And he's up over 150 yards passing thanks to that previous completion. Back to throw. McMillan hauls it in. And they get this down roughly to the 34-yard line. It's a gain of 12 on that one. And that's going to bring up a Carolina first down.
You know, they really love that drag route because he's one of those guys that can count on not only to make the catch, but create after the catch. If they don't close on him quickly, he can add a lot of yards before someone tracks him down.
He's going to snag a couple of yards charging up the gut. Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah there to bring him down. Well, you've taught me, Brock. Sometimes it works, and sometimes, like there, almost nothing from them as they just run it right into the teeth of that blitz.
Yeah, the thing, too, about that success is get ready to see more blitzes. Do coordinators love to dial it up.
On second down, it's Hubbard. Room to run inside the 20. Touchdown, Carolina.
Touchdown, Carolina.
This is Fitzgerald trying to tack on the extra point. This one splits the uprights. It is good. And they've broken this tie. They've taken a 7-point lead.
Browns 14.
Now Fitzgerald on to handle the kickoff. Strong with the return. Things going well so far. Makes it up to the 37 as he's tackled.
At their own 37-yard line.
Nice field position here for the Browns as they start out 1st and 10. It's a sweep. He pops the pass forward. And it looks like they'll give him about 2 on the opening play of this drive.
Tackle made at the 38-yard line. A gain of 2.
Couple of yards on the catch leaves them 2nd and 8. Green sets his feet looking to pass. Looking for his back, but it will not find him. That's incomplete. Brings up 3rd down.
You really want those throws to be like clockwork for your offense. Every team needs to hit passes in that short to intermediate range to effectively move the ball.
3rd and long. They're going to throw. Ronnie Judkins on the drop down. And he'll be taken down, but not until he reaches that 45-yard line. He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs.
We call 3rd downs money downs for a reason, Kate, because it takes everybody offensively to cash in. Excellent protection, set the table for the QB to get the completion and the yards necessary.
Judkins running between the tackles. And the power play up the gut only results in 2 yards.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
And he's marked down, looks like at the 32-yard line. They gain 11 on that play, and that's going to be good for a Cleveland first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Shotgun handoff here for Judkins. He's able to drive that pile about a yard. Kevin Wallace there to stop that forward progress. Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on 2nd down. Throwing now, Green. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be 3rd down.
Well, the pressure, boy, that sped that whole play up, and it opened up a wide range of outcomes. A hurried throw almost ended up an interception. And that wasn't until after they almost brought him down behind the line for a sack.
That one's caught. Judy has it. And he gets home. Touchdown, Browns. Jerry Judy from 31 out. And with some poise from the rookie there, Brock, he throws a touchdown, help making up for giving it away earlier in this half.
That's what this league's all about, playing this position. You've got to forget about the mistakes. You've got to press on ahead. You've got to be a game changer, a playmaker. He was right there.
Now after tying this game up, they're all set to center away. Fielded just shy of the end zone. And in the end, only able to get this up to his 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
All right, going empty as they come to the line. It's 1st and 10. Young looking to throw. On the move, headed right. Oh, shouldn't have let that one go. It's intercepted. And the Browns are going to have it. And he's going to hang on to that football. That's his first career interception. First look, a little pistol formation as they come to the line. 1st and 10. Judkins out the middle. And this drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
Here we go. Check the Eagles.
2nd down, it's Green. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete. Well, he already has himself one interception in this game, partner, and throws like that are going to find him another if he isn't careful.
Yep, those are the throws you want to intersperse, can sprinkle into your passing game, because if they become the norm and you're constantly thrown into coverage, that's when one pick becomes two, two becomes three, and on and on.
Caught by his running back, Judkins. And this is not going to be enough to avoid the 4th down, Brock. Stopped after a gain of 9 on that completion. Following that completion, remember the O-line looks to be in some pain. They're headed out to take a look at him now. So it looks like they're going to line up and go for this. 4th and 4. Now here's Green. That's the Concepcion right side. And they come through to stay on the field. That is enough to set this offense up with a 1st and goal.
Gosh, I really like this receiver on that drag route in particular. Why? Because he's a guy that creates after the catch. They don't close quickly. He could take it to the house.
And they try to power it forward, but only a couple of yards there. I'm going to be a little judgy here, Brock. You got to have more than that on 1st and goal, because now the pressure rises quite a bit to get good yardage or a touchdown here on 2nd.
I don't disagree with you. The only thing I would say is that run, you hope offensively now gets the eyes of the defenders to focus on it, and you could throw a little play-action pass for a tud.
Now Green. Oh, and he's unable to keep a hold of it through that hit. As that 2nd and goal pass hits the ground, incomplete.
So far, this script, well, it's dictated some early looks for this running back, and now you're seeing the adjustment defensively. Not so easy on those checkdowns. Nowhere for that ball to go.
This is going to be caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. Denzel Boston, the 2nd score that he has brought in this season. All right, partner, what do you think? Was that a design read, or did he just see space and he was reacting more on the old quarterback instinct there?
Yes. I think yes on both of them, and that play happens so fast that it really is instincts on both sides.
That one right down the middle. And they've broken this tie. They've taken a 7-point lead. And here is Schmidt to send this away. Return starts at the 3. All right, and in the end, Brock, this is going to make it out to the 30.
Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
Offense showing trips out right as they get set for this 1st and 10. On play action, here's Young. He rolls to his right. And he's not quite that fast. Let him just a bit too much. That's incomplete.
Once that quarterback broke the pocket, kind of turns into like a zone read option a little bit, Kate. You got a couple choices. Keep it yourself or try to force the throw. There was nowhere to go. He really should have used his legs.
Working on 2nd down. Young. And he's halted after about a 6-yard pickup. Stop made at the 36.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve. Some call it automatic. But it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you could depend on.
And the Russians going to win this rep. They get to it. The Browns take the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll get together and discuss with 4th down coming up. Sam Martin on again now to punt it away. And he wants to hit his second effort just as well as he hit his first. He calls for the fair catch and has it at the 22-yard line.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
First call here coming from the shotgun.
Come on, come on.
Play action. Here's Green. Pressure gets there. The defense gets home. He's dropped at the 14. And that's sack number 1 for the second rounder.
You know what's so cool about that play, Kate? We got to see so many of the traits this young man has. Competitive toughness, the ability to read and react to pass pro, and then defeat it, close on the quarterback, and make that very first sack. That's one he will remember for a long time. I know that completion doesn't move the chains, but I love it nonetheless. You make sure that defense is aware of every eligible player going out, and this time it was out of the backfield with a running back that shows he's adept at catching it as well.
And it's incomplete, and that's going to bring up 4th down.
We see this all the time. The number one thing you see NFL defenses do to try to force that 4th down, it's down coverage. Put your cover guys on the field. Let the boys up front cut it loose with pressure, and let the cover guys go shut it down.
Takes it in at the 21. And a nice return out of him. They have it a little further up past their own 30.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
Only half a minute to go in our half. Let's see how they begin the drive. Now Young. That's going to be an incomplete pass on the throw to the right. First play of the drive, Brock. You always tell me that's always the start of a new battle. And defense wins round 1 in this series.
Yeah, and this next down kind of sets the table, right? You got to now put yourself in a manageable 3rd down after lack of execution on 1st.
Well, he throws it quick, but what a pass rush that was. Able to hit him on the release anyway and break that up. 3rd down now after that incompletion.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
Escapes the pocket. Oh, he's going to run for it. And he's going to get this up close to the 40 before going out.
Well, once a play breaks down, you're just looking for a running lane. Just a little bit of room, just a little bit of air in the pocket. He found one of those two, but the defense swarms towards him and denies him the other.
Sam Martin on the punt. And he'll try to hit this one well. And that return's going to leave them enough time to squeeze in 2 plays here if they want before the half.
1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
They've got 1st and 10, Brock, but time for maybe 2 plays at most if they even want to try anything. They go play fake. Green. And there's your man there. It's intercepted. And the Panthers will begin the 4th quarter with a football following the interception.
I just don't know when some of these quarterbacks are going to learn, you know, don't throw it to that guy. He's pretty good. There's a lot of corners that can cover. There's few corners that can cover and take the ball away. He's definitely in that silo.
This will not connect. Not enough leg and too far left as well. That's halftime of this contest. We'll join both teams in taking a short break. More of the NFL on EA Sports in just a moment.
Ryan Fitzgerald to kick off for Carolina.
Well, if you love high-scoring games, no doubt you have been glued to your television so far. And no signs of slowing down as we begin our second half. You're going to bring him down as he gets it to the 33.
Oh, there's no question about it, Kate. That just infuses everybody. A little more bounce in your step now, both in and out of the huddle. And you want to pay off your special teams that sets you up for success.
1st down now, ball at the 33. Judkins opening the drive. Powering his way forward a bit. Give him about 6 there to begin this drive.
Cool thing about a drive starting run like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity in the playbook, whatever you want to do. But as for me, I like to reward that runner. Give it to him again and see if he can get you a new set of downs.
First down run gets him 6, so now it is 2nd and 4. Another game to Judkins. And he's going to be stopped after a gain of 9. That was what they needed. First down coming up.
Most of the people watching will forget about that play in a couple minutes, but the coaches won't forget. He has that filed away the next time he really needs to pick up a few yards.
Going to the ground again on first. And this play doesn't work out like the last snap, right? So he can only get back to the line as the defense all over this one.
You want to see the term read and react with a little video in the football dictionary? That's it.
At the 47-yard line.
Green looking to pass on 2nd. Smith snags it over the middle. And he's going to get this one ahead for what looks to be about 20 yards, maybe even a little more, and that first down.
That's good for a Browns first down. 1st and 10 at the
Here's Green.
32-yard line.
He's got Smith again. And he's going to be dropped quickly after making that catch. Being limited to a couple.
A gain of 2.
Maybe it wasn't the chunk play, the explosive play that the previous catch was, but I'll tell you what this kind of reception does. It just sets the table for everybody else. I always believe in building that game from the inside out. You get your tight end involved, you get everybody involved.
And they were ready for this one. No running room at all. He's taken down behind the line.
Boyd on the stop. Tackled back at the 33-yard line.
Looking at 3rd down here after that last completion went backwards.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
Green to throw. Well, he laid out for it, but the throw just a little bit too off the mark. So 4th down coming up.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
For the field goal. A 50-yard attempt.
It's no good. It had the leg, but his aim wide right. And it stays a one-possession game at 7 points.
Well, once you get out beyond 50 yards, everything in the process has got to be perfect. It's a good effort, but it's going to wind up off the mark.
Drive beginning with a run. It's Hubbard. And he gets up for a gain of about 4.
It's one of those sneaky little runs, Kate, that gets you enough yards to create some doubt into that defensive coordinator. You can stick to the ground, you can throw beyond the sticks, you really create some indecision now defensively.
They'll come up after that 4-yard gain. It's 2nd and 6. Young on the play action. That's caught by Hubbard. And he's going to be dropped quickly after making that catch, being limited to a couple.
When there's heat, that blitz coming off the snap, that QB's eyes, you could see it right away. He got to his check down in a hurry. But, Kate, here's the key. Quarterback and running back have to be on the same page. The two were right there, and he netted some positive yards.
Downfield, and he's got McMillan. And they're going to bring him down at the 36. That'll go for an 18-yard gain. And that's good for a Panthers first.
I'll be honest with you, Kate. As you grow and develop as a quarterback, your arm gets stronger. These comebacks can be one of your favorite throws in your arsenal. Because if you trust yourself and you throw it before that defender breaks, you know there's yards to be had on the perimeter.
Brought to the ground finally after a gain of about 17 yards. And that will earn the Panthers a new set of downs.
I just love that so much, Kate. Yeah, they trailed at the break, but that doesn't deter you from running the ball. And results like that will more than likely have them lean into the run game.
From the red zone on first. And he gets home. Touchdown, Panthers. 10 a row of McMillan. The second score that he has brought in this season. This is Fitzgerald trying to tack on the extra point. Accuracy perfect there as it's center cut. And we're back level, 28-28. So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. Strong with the return. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Browns look just about ready, Brock. Here comes 1st and 10.
Here we go. Here we go. Cowboy 80.
They're going play action. Green. Passing quick here with the pass rush. Fast enough to match it. On and in time to alter that throw. And it falls incomplete. That brings up 2nd down.
And 10.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Green looking to throw. Completed left side to Smith. And after making a catch, he is decked quickly at the 38. Now we'll get a stoppage for an injured player as they head out to check on, looks like an injured Panther. Toss play here, Judkins. Breaks the tackle, he's got space ahead. And he's out of bounds after a gain of about 8, so nice pickup there, 2nd and 2. Okay, so they sent the blitz, but it almost seemed to backfire there, Brock. They ran through it for a pretty nice game.
Yeah, because there's a little boom or bust,
yeah.
right? Is an offense, as a QB, if you see that and run away from the blitz, it can be effective like it was there.
And what a hit there. Alex, she faced the press for moving the chains that time. Here's 1st and 10 from the 47.
1st and 10 at the 47.
Green gonna throw. Outright, Boston's got it. And he'll be brought down at about the 29. The big play nets him 17 yards. And that's a Browns 1st down.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 29-yard
It's
line.
Judkins on the counter. Breaks the tackle. And they'll bundle this up after a 4-yard gain. Jalen Phillips finishing that play off.
Tackled at the 21-yard
4 yards on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 6.
2nd and 6.
Another one for Judkins. He stopped here, gain of about 7. And it's going to be 1st down Cleveland. We get a stoppage here. One of their big blockers up front. In some pain following that play. He's being attended to. Working inside the red zone. That's too far in front, and it's not going to be caught.
Green's pass.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
That one's incomplete in the end zone.
Intended for Jones.
Working across the middle, Brock, it is tough for anybody to make plays through all that mess, even when you're the biggest and baddest pass catcher on the roster.
But as a tight end, you're going to be disappointed because that's what you're paid to do. It's one thing for those undersized receivers you talk about. It's another one for these big tight ends. You are paid to make that catch through contact, and he couldn't do it.
The shot to the end zone is incomplete. So they take their shot for the end zone, Brock, rather than focusing on that 1st down marker. And now they've got a decision to make.
Yeah, I think with that incompletion, they made the decision. You better send that field goal team on. They took their shot. They just couldn't finish it. Here in the 3rd quarter, he gets a chance to make up for the miss on his 1st attempt of the game. This time, well, he is totally dialed in, and he gets this one to count.
Here's a return from the 7. Showing a little burst so far. And a good effort here as he gets it out past the 35-yard line.
At their own 37-yard line.
So good field position for the Panthers. Starting this drive, 1st and 10. Play action now, Young. And that looked good for a moment, Brock, but the hit jars it free. That's going to bring up 2nd. This is a guy who's used to embracing contact, Brock. Usually makes catches in spite of it, but I guess it's tough for anybody to make a play every time.
Yeah, I think these tight ends today, Kate, spend as much time in the old ice bath as just about anybody. And when you don't make that catch and you take the contact, well, that stings like the first seconds in the ice.
Looked for a second like he had him, Brock, but he just couldn't hang on. It was a good throw to fit it into double coverage, but too tough through that contact. 3rd down.
That's almost as good as a sack. Almost, Kate. Because those defenders, they like to have sacks more than incompletions. But defensive coordinators, they love pressure and forcing the issue, and that's why the QB had to get rid of it.
He beams one deep. That's grabbed inside the 30. And a huge run comes to an end as he heads out of bounds. Wow. That is the spark that they needed. 52 yards.
The analytics are pretty clear. It's hard to move the ball in this league with short little dinks and dunks. You've got to get the explosive chunk. You got to get the big play. And that throw to the outside, that gets the job done.
And he's going to get there inside the pylon. Touchdown, Carolina. Chuba Hubbard brought one back earlier and now takes one across. This is Fitzgerald trying to tack on the extra point. Send right down the middle and good. And they jump ahead by 4.
35, Browns 31.
Now Fitzgerald on to handle the kickoff.
To kick off for Carolina.
Strong with the return. And he gets across the 30 before he's brought down.
Take over first and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
New set of downs for him from the 31.
18 Cardinal, 18.
Here's Judkins to begin the drive. And they love to see him fighting forward, but he only gets him 3.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on second.
Throwing now, Green. Target is there, but it is incomplete. Defender saying, not on my watch. Making a hit to force that to the ground. It's 3rd down.
Can't cover it much better than that. Really well covered, Kate, on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
Third and long. They're going to throw. Complete beyond the marker. And he's tackled with markers down. This one should be on the defense. So they'll decline this and take the results. The ball's on the 48. Here we go. First down. Running it after the penalty. And without much room to work, he has a minimal gain on the final play of the 3rd quarter. So we hit the end of the 3rd quarter. It's the Browns football. They're down, but not out on the scoreboard. Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. Green sets his feet looking to pass. Has him on the quick hitter. Oh, he's denied the first, but not by much. His play gets down to the 42-yard line.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 1.
Third and a lone yard coming up.
Let's go now.
Going for the first, Judkins. And he dropped him after. Looks like about a 3-yard pickup. And it gives the Browns a first down.
That's one as a running back in this league, you got to convert every time. Teams really don't care. If you're a Hall of Famer or an undrafted rookie, you can't get 1 yard for a first, we're going to start holding auditions for someone who can.
Pistol snap here to Green. That's the Concepcion right side. And they're going to stop him, but he got enough to make a first and goal from the 8.
It's a gain of 31 yards. That's another Browns first down. First and goal at the 8-yard line.
Panther 60, Panther 60.
From the red zone now. Brought in. And he drives this forward to the 6.
Kate, I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason, where one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. They're at a premium in this league.
And he's got it. Touchdown, Cleveland. second of the game, doubling his season total. He is to go up by a field goal here in the fourth.
Schmidt on for the extra point.
This one splits the uprights. It is good. And lead now up to a field goal.
Score Browns 38, Panthers 35.
And here is Schmidt to send this away. On the return, here comes Achane. Finds some space. He's past the 30. All right, some good work on that run back, Brock. He gets this to the 33.
Trailing by one score late here, Kate. Maybe this is the return. Maybe this is what helps them get right back into it. Good field position now to start their most important series yet of this game.
This drive will begin with Hubbard. And that's an 8-yard chunk to start this one. That brings up 2nd and 2.
That is just a great drive starter. What every offense wants. Gives you a little bit of energy, a little juice, and now a really manageable 2nd down.
Nice run last play. Sets up 2nd and 2. Hubbard again. That is exactly why you rally to the football. Got through one tackle, but the next guy gets him for a loss.
Kate, it's amazing how fast these guys are on the field and how fast your fortunes can turn. 2nd and short run, you're feeling good about yourself. But with a negative play, well, now comes a critical 3rd down.
Browns are in the nickel for this 3rd down call. Young looking to throw. Completed to his running back. And they get him down after a gain of 10, but great effort on his part. Pays off with the 1st down.
Hey, Kate, they don't rightly care who it's going to go to in that situation. All they really care about are the results on 3rd down. And that's exactly the result they needed, enough to keep this drive moving.
1st and 10, it's Hubbard. And they're going to stop him after he wiggles his way forward for 2. That right there, exactly the type of havoc that a well-designed blitz can cause, Brock. Everyone's so busy picking up their rushers. That D tackle cleaned up.
Sure did. He gets his one-on-one. He shocks him with those heavy hands, knocks off that blocker, and knocked down that runner.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8. Now it's Young. Going for his back, but it's incomplete. That's going to bring up 3rd down.
I know that you and I love, Kate, looking at plays, discussing them and all the different outlets and checkdowns, and usually there's a completion to be had, but not against this defense. Not on that one.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. Here's Young to throw. Got his man. This is McMillan. And they're going to haul him down a step before the 30, right at the 31. Give him an 18-yard pickup there. And that's going to bring up a Carolina 1st down.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him, only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
Here's a give to Hubbard. And he works his way for a gain of 4.
He'll expect more from himself on those type of plays, but there is nobody that's going to complain about that one. If you can do math, 4 plus 4 plus 4 equals a 1st down.
They'll come up after that 4-yard gain. It's 2nd and 6. Looking to throw, Young. Short pass brought in. And he gets this down to the 13-yard line. Give him 13 on that play. And that's good for a Panthers 1st.
The nice thing about a drag route is it works versus zone. You can find that soft spot and get a completion, but they can be very effective when you got an excellent route runner running away on that drag route from man coverage.
And they're not going to have time for another play here. We've reached our 2-minute warning. Panthers down by only 3. And all set now. 1st and 10. Here's Hubbard on the give. He's dropped. A big stop and a big moment there, Brock. They could not afford to lose yards there. The Browns take the first of their 3 timeouts. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game. Multiple ways to attack. Here's second and long. Back to throw. Pass is caught by Brazel. And he's going to get about 3, but almost nothing after that. Tackle made quickly after he made the catch. Now a timeout's called. Cleveland using its second. And they're still going to have 1 left at their disposal. Throwing now. And that's going to end up an incomplete pass. Not on the quarterback there. That pass was dropped. It's 4th down.
They are officially left now clinging to one final lifeline. And for me, you know the situation. Players, not plays. Get your best player the ball on the most critical down of the game. It's such a confidence builder to a sideline, to an entire team, Kate, when you can rely and trust your kicker in these big moments. He tied it up, and now it's incumbent upon his defense to do their job.
Now after tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. Strong with the return. A great effort, but he got popped at the end of it.
Hey, maybe in the end this return just gets lost in the shuffle when we recap things, Kate. But you surrender a lead in the 4th quarter and you feel that momentum being lost. That's exactly what excellent special teams do. They turn it around. It's why that 3rd phase is coached and coached and coached, because you never know when your opportunity may arise. What a great return to begin this drive. It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
Here's Judkins on 2nd down. Give him 2 yards, stop made pretty quickly there. And that's going to be a Browns 1st down.
Hey, Kate, you want to see a picture in the football dictionary of staying on schedule? That was it.
So 1st down from the 41. Here he is to throw. He's fine, Smith. The stop is made. Defense drives him out after a gain of about 13. And it's going to be 1st down Cleveland.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a 1st down.
From the gun, Judkins. Has a lane inside the 35. And he's going to have this all the way down to the 4. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets him up with 1st and goal.
It's a gain of 42 yards. That's another Browns 1st down.
Big play got him to the doorstep, Brock. 4 more yards now in goal to go. Judkins will not get past the line. He's held up at the 4. Now we get a timeout by the Panthers. It's their 1st. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game. Setting up 2nd and goal. One more time with Judkins. And he breaks the tie. That's going to win this game. Brock, touchdown! Absolutely clutch score there, Brock, as they take the lead here in the final minutes.
Incredible execution. The moment not too big for any of them. And, Kate, they cashed in when it really mattered.
That one splits the uprights. And they've broken this tie. They've taken a 7-point lead. And here is Schmidt to send this away. And this is going to be a touchback, Brock, so we'll see what they decide to do with the final seconds they've got left here. Panthers look just about ready. 1st and 10. He'll look to throw it. And that's incomplete, and it also stops the clock with just 5 seconds left.
That's a throw at this level. With so much speed and length, you got to be real careful. Rarely do you find a clean window down the middle. It'd be absolutely perfect, and it wasn't there.
And this falls incomplete with just 2 seconds remaining.
Oh, that's a major missed opportunity right there. Coverage can breathe a little sigh of relief. They dodged a bullet. Time to adjust and get some extra help on the back end to take away those open shots downfield.
Maybe a bit of desperation. Here's a deep shot. It's intercepted. That will do it. And the Browns make one final massive play, and that finishes the win. So to a chorus of bucks from the dog pound, the Browns take the win at home. And it's going to be remembered quite a bit for the defensive effort right there at the end to steal away the last bits of hope from the opposing sideline with that interception, Brock, and officially end this game. So for my partner Brock Heward and our entire crew, I'm Kate Scott saying this has been the NFL on EA Sports. It's a well-earned win for the Browns. As with that, we'll sign off from Cleveland.
Thank you.